Hi, thanks for joining me again today for another episode of Baby Scott Scraps. Today I'm going to make for you a double page layout. I have 5 photos that were taken at my nephew's wedding back in 2017, and so I'm just going to go ahead and put these all on a layout together. Now, the piece of paper that I had that was striped, at first I thought it was 12 inches, but it was actually like 11 and a half, so it counts. So I cut that one in half, and I tried to line up where the stripes were so that they matched going across the page. So the stripe is probably about 5 inches long, maybe, or 5 inches wide, and then covers the whole bottom. So here's the selfies that we'd taken at the wedding in front of the photo wall. Now for the last square, I'm just going to cut a 4x6 piece of paper, and then that's going to finish off the row. Now the pictures that I have, I took with my Canon selfie, so I don't know if those just aren't a true 4 inches or if the paper wasn't true to size, but you will see me after everything is glued down. I will just go and trim down the edges just to make it so that everything's clean. And I'm not real worried about it. When it goes in the page protector, no one's going to look at it and go, oh, that layout's not a perfect 12 inches. So as long as it's not like real obvious, like being, an 11 inches wide or whatever, no one's going to know any different. So now that I have the stripe at the bottom, I am taking this heart paper, and I believe both pieces of paper came from the Hello Love pad, and I'm just running those across the top. Now you did see I did trim them a couple times because I was trying to make, again, the match going across. So I was cutting it right below the hearts, and then once I had a clean line that was pretty much the same, then I went and cut them at 1.25 inches. And the first time I cut, the one had like this, it was every other row had like a half a heart at the end, so they were staggered. So I ended up cutting another one just because I wanted full hearts to be across the whole top. So here's where I'm just trimming that down just to take that little bit of an edge off so you don't see any of the white on the side. And then once I had it lined up, I just made the other piece of paper the exact same size. So now that I have my base done, now I'm just going to go ahead and just start embellishing. Oh, nope, I grabbed my washi. So I kind of felt like that the edges on the paper and the photos just kind of looked a little rough compared to the background. So I'm just taking this washi and I'm just going to throw that up there just to give it a little something extra on each side of the layout. And it just brought in a little bit more floral, kind of finished it off, and I'm happy with how that looked. Plus I was able to get some washi used, which I haven't been using lately. So I'm just kind of matching it up across the row, and I'll just tuck the extra in underneath. Now I'm going to grab my doily and I'm going to cut it in half and glue it over on the side. What you will end up seeing is that in the end I end up moving it. I liked how it ran off the page like this, but when I went to do my clusters and the tags, it was not going the way I wanted it, so I ended up flipping it around and having the cut edge go against the photos. So my other piece I just put up in the upper right hand corner, and then I will throw a third cluster down in the center at the bottom. And now I'm just going through my embellishes and seeing what I want to put in there. So one of the things I put at the top is the little saying that says "Hello, gorgeous." And I figure since we were all taking selfies, that was kind of a nod to, we all look gorgeous at the wedding, cheesy, whatever. So I'm going to put that up there, and I'm going to end up putting a couple cutout cameras up there. I had that gray tab there for quite a while, and that ends up not making the cut. At the bottom, I found one of my Paige Evans little embroidery looms that says "so much fun," and we were all laughing and having a good time, so I thought that worked. I find another little tag that I'm going to end up putting down there, and a label. And as I was doing it, I was having trouble just kind of fitting everything in. And so I went back to my tried and true, just start gluing it down and building it and not worrying about the whole layout. I just worried about the one cluster at a time and how it looked. I was trying to keep the tag that had the floral in it. I was trying to keep that floral, and it ended up covering it up because the camera looked best covering that floral up. So I just went ahead and went with it, and it's not a big deal. And the white part of it pops off the background and the washi tape. I took some flowers that I had fussy cut out. I believe these were also from the Hello Love paper pad, and I'm just tucking them in and building that cluster with the label and then a banner that says laugh. And then at the top, I'm starting to work on that cluster. So I grabbed that other tag that I had intended to put down with the other big tag. I'm just going to have that hanging down. And now I'm just starting to play with the flowers to see how I can make this cluster. And this one I kind of struggled with a little bit. I had put some stuff down, and then I decided I was just going to go and put one of the large floral elements on top of the doily, trim it off, and now I'm just going to build up on top of that. So again, I'm going to throw that tag up there. I'm going to grab the Hello Gorgeous, put it up, and then the camera. And I like how that ended up looking. And there's where that little tab didn't make the cut. So now here's where I'm trying to get that. I really like the I love you tag. I just can't get it to angle right with the flowers. It just I wasn't feeling it. So here's where I take it off. I removed the ATG a little bit, threw some more on, and now I'm going to tuck the doily in under the photo and then build off of there. And then everything seemed to work. The flowers were angled right, and I was able to build the clusters from there. Along with the florals, I'm going to go ahead and find a little saying that says photos taken here. And again, since this was like a floral wall for selfies, a photo wall, I thought that was an appropriate one. And again, I'm just going to kind of tuck things in and around and try and build up the layers of the flowers just so it looks like it's wrapping around that tag. And here's what I think I'm going to put. No, I tried another label and that didn't work. So here's where I put the photos taken here. And then I have that photo strip, so I decided to cut that in half. And I'm going to tuck that in behind the doily so it's just kind of popping out from behind. And I wanted to hide that blue part of it because I really don't have a lot of blue in my layout. So I kind of hid that. I thought about tucking a floral up above, and I just decided it was looking forced, so I just got rid of that and put them all to the side. So now I am going and taking the, I have those puffy cameras that were from, I believe they came in one of the little pouches. Oh, I'm losing, Freckle Fawn. I'm putting those up there, and I'm going to put the enamel dots up, and I'm going to sprinkle a few in each one. Then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my alphas, and I'm going to pull out two alphas. One was like a pink, and the other one was silver, like a holographic silver with a pink foam. And I end up deciding to go with those. And I'm just going to put up above, the title is going to be #cheese. So that is it for my layout. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out. It was a quick and easy way to get 5 pictures done and 2 layouts. And I will see you again tomorrow for some more of Baby's Got Scraps. Thanks. Have a great day.